What's up, guys? Um, it's your boy. Ignore my room, all that. You see me too and all that. Room tour coming soon. But this is first reaction to chapter 1133. I'm gonna do a regular like on my normal videos, but this is first reaction real quick, man. I just wanted to just get this out of the way, man. I ain't wanna, I ain't wanna, you know. Let's get into this shit, man. So yeah, um, I'm not even gonna do too much, man. I'm just gonna read it. This is just me reading it, bro.
So, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Young Reezy, aka the titles. Like, I know the rest of the titles. And today, I'm gonna be reading now. Okay, so let's just get into this. Okay, so first off, right? I already read this chapter. This is not a live reaction of 1138. This is not a live reaction of 138. I have already read this chapter. I have the video of me reading this chapter. So what I'm gonna do is probably put it like the true reaction in the corner. Oh, it's on that side. In that corner. Um, or is it this corner? Is it this corner? See, I gotta learn. See when I watch this, but I think it's this one though. Anyway, so I just want to talk about real quick, cause so even today, this episode, I'm not gonna be like reading, you know, character text,
You
doing the
return to
laughs, um, cause I already read this chapter. Like, I'm not gonna be giving my live reaction as I read out, some of the information that we're getting in these chapters. I'm just gonna like skim through it and then kind of talk about what I feel uh the end of this chapter means. Okay, so even then, so I'm gonna get right into it. Right, so to even start, like, before I even start, I must say that Oda, you are literally creating like one of the best stories in history of human literature and animation. Like, I can't even like really fathom like other works of art that come close. Well, I can't, like, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and be like obviously, like, I like Game of Thrones. The world building in Game of Thrones is like amazing. Like, the world building goes back 1,000 years, at 4,000, like 10,000 years. Lord of the Rings. I'm not really a huge Harry Potter fan, but like to do it in this form, a form that's not like traditionally Western, I had to, obviously, like, when you're not from the East, when you're from the West, right? Like, you have to actually go out and search for these type of projects, not projects, these type of shows, books, like stories. So for me, being a Westerner, me from, especially on top of that, I'm not like, I'm from the South too. Like, I'm not just like from New York or from Chicago. Like, I'm from Atlanta, Alabama, Georgia, Alabama. Like, so sometimes this type of story can be shunned upon. At least when I was growing up. Now nowadays, ain't everybody just want to be a fan, but like I'm a real fan. I'm a real fan. I'm a real motherfucking player. Like, my motherfucking feet hurt. Like, so I just gotta give him his props, bro, because And even fans who like don't watch One Piece, they're not even gonna like or read One Piece. They're not even gonna understand how monumental the end of this chapter is to like literature, like like all 2,000 years of human history. Like they're never gonna. Is it 2,000 or like 2,500? Because I know they were counting backwards before Christ. That's also crazy too. Because how y'all think like, yo, the year goes from 2 to 1 to 0. Like they thought the end was coming for real. Like they thought it was over with. But yeah. So I'm gonna just get into this chapter. I'm not gonna do too much. So boom. Shanks. That's Shamrock. You got to be related to that red hair pirate for you to look as much like him. You know what I'm saying? So we already knew this is Shanks' brother, bro. See, and it's a great pirate and a celestial dragon. It's not like Shanks is just some doodle pirate. He's a monster. You know what I'm saying? And look, I love when Oda does these. So when he like draws these scenes out in the world of One Piece, but then the text is like something that's like very foreshadowing. You know what I'm saying? Very forthcoming and very world building esque. You know, I love when he does those little panels. Nigga stuttering. Look, he get it talking. That's my younger twin brother. He returned to the Holy Land once, but he seems to prefer the filth of the lower world. When I first read this, I was like, I was reading because, bro, like I had to read this chapter, and when I was first reading this, I was just trying to take it, read it, get through it, like what's going on. But this comment right here is like definitely stored in the back of my brain because he actually returned to the Holy Land once. He did that one time. So when did he do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Was that when we seen? We still don't know. Did Shanks beat the snitch allegations? Because we seen him return to a meeting with the five, the five elders. But what's it called in Japanese? Yeah. Because you know how like you got warlords, Shichibukai, emperors, Yonkos. What's the five elders? I'll look it up. But so we see that he actually came back once. We don't know when that moment was. Was that the moment we seen, or was that another moment? Was that was that him? And it was meeting with the five elders, Shamrock, and Shanks came back a different time. You know what I'm saying? So we got, that's definitely something. Then we see Loki don't like neither though. But I'm trying to figure out what Loki do, cause Shanks is a real like. If he's not a snitch, it seems like Shanks like is one of the realest characters in the show. He keep it peak with mostly everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, not mostly, it's except Loki, obviously. So what did Loki do? Like we learned in the previous chapters that he apparently killed his father. I don't necessarily believe that he did do that way. Maybe he did, but it was for a reason. Maybe his father asked him to kill him. Like, hey, kill me. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely. Look what he's saying right here. I watched my friend's fate decide before my eyes. And now I bear the cost of it. Like, whoo, Loki been through some, like, he been through some, you know what I'm saying? His motherfucking feet hurt. Like, real motherfucking stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking feet hurt. No cap. No kizzy. Like, look, you dream of threatening me. It's not even worth dirtying his hands. So he pulled out a Cerberus from his sword. Where's my little brother, bro? Like, This what he did. This he pulled out. He was like, I'm not finna touch you. So this what he does. He pulls out a dog from his sword. Come on, bro. You can't like what? What's going on, bro? What is that? Literally, what is that? What is that? What is that? Like, can we like? It's my sword. He just said, "Oh, nonchalant." He already killed the wolf in the past. Like this sword. Now, my first like opinion or my first thought at this sword was, oh, it must be like Funk Free. Like, oh, this is like an elfin sword, but it's with Cerberus. And it's being wielded by a Shamrock. Like, who is this? Like, what is going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? Then they was like, they need to go. Something going on. Then they just flew up out of there with, was it Gunko? I still don't know his man name. Then he said, if you should survive this attack from my sword, 3-headed sword dog, then come try to kill me. You know, come and kill me. I'll be ready for you. I'm waiting. I like that type of smoke, though. That's one thing I respect, too. I like when characters look for the smoke. I like that. Yeah. Like, what? Bro, look how big it is. It take up his whole chest. Oh, it. So now they see him, buddy, but they like, who is this? Like, you know. Look how fancy I love the Straw Hats because they really be putting it together. But one thing that we don't talk about enough is when the Straw Hats are together, their deciphering ability is literally S tier peak. Like, they decode, they decipher, their like mental processing is literally, because they literally get to the bottom of situations so quick, bro. Like, they street smart. Like, they really like smart on both sides. They book smart and street smart. They got pirates that been through some pirate things, and they got archaeologists and navigators and carpenters. What they Wood Smith? No, what they? I guess he's a carpenter. Shipbuilders. You know, that's what I was looking for. Like, they got every type of knowledge on their crew, bro. They got one dude who know how to play guitar, piano, violin. Like, he knows how to play every instrument. Like, they be putting it together. Like, mental processing going stupid. Like, then they like, it must be his brother. They just instantly came up with that. Then look at how Luffy you can get to thinking. Like, hold on. Because Luffy really, he not smart, but he is not dumb by any means. Amazing emotional intelligence. Then they're like, this was not even that rare. But then see, look, the wood, they're like, don't be just cutting that tree. But there's so much. Look, they could just take this little piece right there, and that'd be a whole tree. It's a mural. Ripley's so fine. We get to the bottom of this, like, oh, he gotta show Robin. And look what Robin reading. Robin reading the book. Look. She in the library reading the book. Slide down. They paired, but look how Oda do this. He paired up together. Huh? This ain't even, I'm gonna have to exit this because I'm gonna have to show y'all the mural. But huh? Huh? What is this right here? What is this? What is this? Because, bro, the first world. So I will read this out. The first world. Within the earth there was fire. Mankind succumbed. I said succumbed. Succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden sun. The enslaved prayed, and the sun god appeared. The earth god raged, and with his serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in death and darkness, and they will never meet. That sounds like some. That sounds like some Bible. Man, look at the second. Now, see, now I'm gonna have to pair it up because look at the second row. Those of the half moon dreamed. Those of the moon dreamed. What does that mean? Man killed the sun and became God, and then the sea god stormed, and they will never meet. Within the void there was breath. The forest god tamed demons, and the sun spread the fires of war. And then in the third world, within the chaos there was emptiness. The inconvenient remnants recall the promised day and hear the voice of the half moon. The sun god dances and laughs, guiding the world to its end. The sun returns and brings a new morning, and surely they will meet. What? Then look at this mural. So now, hold on. So now I gotta just. So now, let's just look this up. I don't even want the theory. I don't even want the theory. I just want this right here. So now let's just look this up. Let's just take a look at this. Like, time out. This ain't right. that ain't right at all. I forgot that they had that problem at the beginning because that was not correct. I'm not even trying to read all this. Oh, here we go. Oh, maybe this website. Oh, I don't know what I was reading. Tripping. Now let's take a look at this, bro. Within the earth there was fire. Mankind succumbed to the greed and touched the forbidden sun. Off the top of my dome, that's got to be the mother flame. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna take credit for that. The mother flame, I got that from my homeboy because he was doing his research. So I ain't even gonna take no credit for that. But off the top of his dome, instant. Off the top of my dome, the forest god tamed demons and the sun spread the fires of war. That's gotta be devil fruits, right? Or let's go back to the first world. The earth god raged, and with this serpent of hellfire, shrouded the world in death and darkness. That's gotta be the creation of or the decreation of a continent. I've watched theories before though. It says One Piece was like just one big nation, like some like story of Babylon type, where like they try to build a tower to heaven and God separated the continents. You know what I'm saying? Like this got to be what's that talking. And then it says, and they will never meet. So I'm thinking the oceans like gotta be like the oceans. They will never meet. Because if you, off the first read, I didn't know what this meant. They will never meet. But when you go back to the third world, it says, and surely they will meet. I'm thinking, oh, the sun brings a new morning. If we replace, in the third world, you could basically replace sun with Luffy. So when I was reading this, I was like, oh my gosh, there's another world before the Void Century. That off the rip, when you first get really deep into One Piece, one of the first theories you start learning about is the Void Century. What happened during the Void Century? Who did what? When? Where? How? Why? You know what I'm saying? Did Emu have something to do with this? Emu means sea god or god of sea or something in Japanese, like, or Emu means sea, not god, but sea in Japanese apparently. And I'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm thinking the Void Century is like where everything went down. That's why the government outlawed it. So when it said within the void there was a breath, that means the Void Century is the second world. That's what I took. That means there was a whole first pump. There was a whole first like shindig that went down before the second world, which is the Void Century. We've been learning about the Void Century this whole time. I've been watching this show for 10 years. I mean, like, what? Like, this whole time, like, I've been like closed-minded. What happened during the Void Century? Who's in the Void Century? Oh, I'm like, we get into Wano, we get into Egghead, we get into like these later arcs of the show. We're coming close to the climax, and we're like, oh, we starting to get bits and pieces of the Void Century, and we're like, okay, in Toki we meet Toki. She had to be alive during the Void Century, right? Like, so we think about the Void Century, like this is what Oda's going, you know what I'm saying, break down, and we going, you know, no. There is our first world that happened even before the Void Century. Like, I thought y'all were here, but really, I'm here. So there's a Void Century, that second world. There's a first world that we don't really know much about. Besides, now we may, because when Oda drops these tidbits, all the foreshadowing, you realize, oh, he had been foreshadowing this. So now we can go back in the show and say, oh, this must have been, this. Now we can connect the dots because we know where to look. But before, I didn't even realize, maybe, you know, I'm not the smartest guy out there, you know what I'm saying? So maybe the community, everybody who already a fan knew, had this knowledge. They was having for real. They already hip to what's going on, like. But I didn't know. So, and then when you come to the third world, the Luffy dances and laughs, guiding the world to its end. Luffy returns and brings a new morning, and surely they'll meet. That's gotta be, you know what I'm saying? So then taking a look at this mural, that's gotta be Luffy right there, and that's gotta be Emu with the mother flame. Instant, like Loki. Is that Loki? Emmett? Is that Emmett? So the one thing I really find amazing about this mural is that it can represent every single era in its own way, bro. Like, it could represent our current era, the third world, or it could represent the first world, because there's components from every world. So it means like it's just like when I say time, nothing's new under the sun. Time repeats itself. That's basically what's happening. Cause like, who's this dragon? This dragon probably was a dragon back in the day, like a real deal dragon. But nowadays, the dragon is probably Monkey D. Dragon, Luffy's father. You see how he's at the top of the tree, you know what I'm saying? Providing cover to this sea monster. If this is Emu, if this is Emu sea, then this must be the rest of the world government, which I assume the revolutionaries want to handle. This is the Celestial Knights, probably, maybe, you know, sure, Hoshi. Like, who are these people? The Tentatas. Like what? Like we got Noah, we got Birkins and Scorpions, and this is the that boat from Infinite Birth. And we got the tree of the Adam tree right in the middle of it all. Maybe the final war takes place on Elbaf. Nah, I hope not. I hope not. But still, look at this. There was an ancient city, and there's something in the middle right here that Oda's hiding. Oda's hiding that. Because this, I guarantee. I ain't gonna guarantee. Guarantee. But I guarantee it's something that he's not showing us right here that lets us unlock the whole story. Just like when George R.R. Martin said that he won't tell us the words of House Dane because we literally we have so much information now about the story of Game of Thrones that if we knew the house words of House Dane, we would, it's got to be something he's hiding using Super Frankie. So this is just amazing, man. This is just amazing. Shout out Oda, man. Literally amazing. 10 out of 10 chapter. I literally pre-read it. In fact, I might get a couple more of these because sometimes I have to pre-read kind of quick because it's like, what's going on? Like, because I need to get, what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you my reaction though. See, in the past, I would stop myself. I would try to stop myself from reading it, but then I couldn't talk about it with my friends, and then I get spoiled, and then I read the chapter, and then I'm like, I don't know, but I kind of have an idea, and you don't want to read a chapter like that. So now I might start doing these like this, where I give a real reaction, and like in that little corner, and then my reaction as I talk about what I think for real, or I could just do both types of videos, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe and get right. Most important, you got to get right, get correct, you know what I'm saying, with yourself, with God, with life, and peace.